Okay. Opening it up.
Everything looks good. I can see audio from me. I can see audio from you. Excuse me.
Oh. We start our random objectives are the turtle.
Yep.
Sand ruby cure. Great spear altar. Otherwise known as the plague spot.
Yep.
Basement throne, also known as the Odin spot, and Cave Muhammad, also known as Cave
Value. Yes, I've already pushed live. What you need? Yeah. I'm AFK for just a minute, okay?
No worries.
What you said? My stream's still fine, so you can hear me. Commander can't. Commander can't. But there. Yeah. I know. It's there. Sorry. I didn't realize you were back behind me again.
Hey,
Yes.
I think we should get an Oculus next year.
We'll see. I'm not necessarily into the fact that the Oculus requires Facebook nowadays.
Yeah, but we can. It just requires to connect, but you don't have to actually use it. And
We'll
I've got 3 different accounts to connect.
True. Very true.
It's just my soup, honey. It's not.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back.
I promise you, it's not over.
Alright, so. What do you want to plan our attack to be?
Let's see. 1 boss, 2 objectives behind darkness, 1 objective behind Baron, and another key item. Need 5 of these.
Yep. Means at the very least we need 3 key items.
Yeah.
Meow, says my cat, by the way. Meow, in case you didn't hear. Yes, we're bringing you food. It's okay. You would think we starve her to death.
Oh, it's every cat.
Oh, here comes the other one. Like, are you feeding her? Can I go snack on her leftovers?
Drag these windows around a little. Okay, there we go.
Well, thank you, phone. I know Commander's gone live. Thank you very much.
Alrighty. So, still like looting Eblin, especially with Vanilla traps. Let's go in. Clean out the non-trap stuff.
Okay, so I'll push Watery Pass to start then, and Watery Pass into Damsian, and then we can kind of see where we stand from there.
Sounds good.
Righty. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Alright, I guess I'll count this one down since I let you count down DWR.
Right ahead.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, yeah.
Oh,
So
hey,
that's
there's the boss.
that's good to know. I saw at least 1 hourglass 2 and 1 hourglass 3 in that kit. So, if you feel like getting frisky and want to attempt one of the boss trap chests. Oh, Discord being Discord again.
Yep. Average ping, 111 milliseconds.
Of course. So as I was saying,
Bearing key is now hard required.
yeah. I saw at least 1 hourglass 2, 1 hourglass 3 in that kit. So if you feel like getting frisky and taking on one of those trap chests, feel free.
I might. We'll see what's waiting for me in the chests. Still got to survive one round of rudeness from whatever hourglass, most likely.
Bro.
But you know, give me a heroine robe or something else that's crystal ring, something of that nature, and give it a shot. Rune ring, that would work too for the Mad Ogres.
What kind of rune rings? You mean that thing I bought 5 of last seed in the mystery seed? First room, Watery Pass, very top right chest is a Shura. And being the fact that we do have radio with us.
I can still keep running.
Also, if your Discord cuts out, just keep going until you get to a spot like where you're in the middle of battle that you can fiddle with it instead of trying to stop and fiddle with it mid-run.
Well, the good thing about BizHawk is that if all I'm doing is running around and not pressing A, I can manipulate the D-pad with my left hand and click out and click back in with my right.
Okay, that works.
So far, I've got a power shirt and a black belt of interest.
Okay. You heard my Ashura call out, right?
I did now.
Okay. Very top right chest in the first room is a Ashura. Being that we have radio with us. I also did happen to cross an exit item, so I'm doing a full loot of Watery Pass. Excuse me.
Alright, I've saved outside of Evelyn and I'm going after one of these chests.
Okay. Soma drop in the top left Damsian treasury. The cat claw in there as well.
Didn't survive a round of punches.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just not strong enough. Didn't even fire the hourglass, much less. Alright, moving on. Sura was upper right of what?
Watery Pass.
Oh, that lone chest by itself?
Yes. If it helps guide you to want to get it, there's an exit item in the one of the first two chests as you go in Watery Pass. So I can grab the exit, go grab the Ashura, then exit back out.
Nah. It's not that long to walk.
It's also not worth it because Ashura is a free summon.
Too late. Now we can sell the Asura.
Yeah. And that Ashura just became money. There's a Rosa up on Hobbs with a Odin. And being the fact that no dupes is on, it's not really worth it in my opinion.
Agreed. Alright, I'm gonna run Antline.
Alright. Let's do that. That's fine.
Sork robe and the first chest under the bridge.
Ooh, I'm gonna want that at some point. I'm gonna go ahead and run for Bull, I think. Since you're doing Antlion.
Okay. Thunderclaw and Earthhammer in the two out of the way chests.
Okay. I'll definitely be back for that sword rope at some point.
Dwarf axe along the way as well.
That's very nice to find.
Some second floor, the chest on the far left.
Okay. Doing some selling. Cabins and veils in the Bull.
Nice. Sounds like a certain shop from earlier.
Yep, it does, doesn't it? I think that was the Baron Inn shop last time, wasn't it?
Yes, so Baron Town shop, yes indeed.
Blizzard Spear and boomerangs in the Fabul weapon shop. So an ability to back row and edge if we find one, as well as Blizzard Spear for Kane. In the meantime, I'll find out in about 10 seconds who the boss here at Fabul is. Rubicante!
And it's Mom Bomb at Demas. Or at, Mom Bomb at Antline.
I mean, I knew that, but it's still funny. So I don't think I win this fight, do I? That's a no. Okay. Level 1 party cannot get through that unless I get lucky on the Grimoire roll. I'm going to make one more attempt at it, and then I'm going to move on. A kingdom for Arboreus, so.
Right. Like, there's no way you avoid the explode in Antlion, so I'm resorting to Dancing Dagger and bonking them out of existence. Still looks like I'm not taking any more.
Friendly reminder, if you'd forgotten like I have, see hero is on in this flag set, so Rydia is our hero. I don't know if you're aware that you are muted. Twin Harp from the Bolt. Nothing to note in Solbera. Of course it is. All right. Let's go with white arrows for you. Anything for you. So for those of you who might be popping online, Commander's computer's laptop's freezing up a bit. So we are going to have to kind of do text communication for a bit. Provided he does not need to actually FF out, which if we do, then we FF. It's all good. I picked up I thought I picked up a meat dagger. It is. Meat dagger probably better than assassin at this spot. We'll see. Oof. This is going to be our levels for the most part here. Jesus. All right. Oh, where's my lunar heart? My lunar staff. Yes. Okay. This might just be whole day and pray time.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Good. I just joined on my phone.
Okay.
Not sure what's up with the laptop. I'm just gonna deal.
Gotcha. Is it at least still streaming? Are you still active that way, or?
Yeah. Like the timer doesn't look like it's running because that window went silly.
Yeah.
But OBS still shows that I'm doing things.
Okay.
I'm doing Evelyn trap chests. If you've made it to Baron Inn, the first boss is the gauntlet.
Yeah, I was trying to get through it. It did not go very well.
Yeah, I saw the gauntlet and said, you know what? No. Just no.
I was like, maybe we can get through it. No, we can't. So, I'm gonna go climb more deals.
Sounds like a plan.
As I said, nothing to note of in Silvera. I'm not sure if you heard me. Harp was in Fabul.
Mm-hmm.
Other twos were the only thing of note in Baron itself in the shop.
Okay. Lamia Black Cats are holding an X-Cal, so that's cool.
Yay. I mean,
Ugh.
if we find a Cecil, that'd be nice. But
Now for the ogres.
It's gonna be fun on your side of the stream because with you on your phone, they're only gonna be hearing one side of the conversation.
Pretty much.
So,
Well, ogres punched me out, so I'll have to come back for the X-Cal if I want it.
okay.
Honestly, I might just want the levels.
Yeah, levels seem to be a very important thing right now.
So I'll deal with. I'll run through that fight again and get the levels.
Ha, ha, ha.
Oh well, that's wonderful.
First spot on Baron or on not Baron. Ordeals.
Yeah, I know where you are. Oh, I didn't make it through it. This son of a... I should have walked out. Come on, Commander. Better than this.
It's all right. Both Rosa and Rydia got Starveils off before the hold, so
Nice.
where'd you find a dancing dagger, by the way?
Evelyn, I'm
Okay.
trapped.
Okay.
No, I can't get through this.
I might have to come back down for it, if depending on what's in the crystal room here.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I'm rocking a mute dagger, I think, is what I'm rocking. A combination of mute and assassin dagger, that's what I'm rocking. Why?
Had it. Had it. Now I can't get through this fight.
How it be sometimes. I'm going to save because I don't want to have to face Golbez again. Kaipo Baron, Kaipo Baron. Baron guards. That's not what I want to do. Oh, this is bad. Oh, thank goodness.
Alright, got the miss. Go through this silly fight again.
Found a rune ring at all?
No.
Okay. There's the second fight on Ordeals, the Baron guards.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to risk it with Rydia. I'm gonna have to just straight up attack and hope that I get the swoon proc.
Could hourglass him, right?
I could. That's a good point. I forgot I have hourglasses. I forgot hourglass 2s are a thing.
And actually, on my side, they might hear you fine, because
Oh, true, yeah,
don't
because
do
I'm
it.
coming off a speaker.
Right, I don't audio source, and like the phone's like on my mouse pad right next to my laptop, so they'll probably hear you just fine.
Okay.
Not that I can talk to them because my window, like many other windows, just said, you know what, I don't feel like doing anything. I suspect I'd have to close them and reopen them to get them to work right.
Yep. I got the swoon, I got a life glitch, so we got 3 guards for the price of 2 on the back of Ordeals. We have thrown some guards off the mountain.
I might have to rely on your times for this,
Okay.
as my blurry tracker window is still just going there.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. If I'm done before you, you could, I guess, preemptively click an objective, and if I'm done after you, well...
Yeah, I can click whatever the 5th objective is, or the 6th objective is that we don't do. If you finish before me, I can click it as the dot done. Ordeal's reward itself is absolutely worthless. This might not be happening. It's a heroine robe. And then the boss is one lovely spinning tornado bikini.
Okay, the robe is not worthless, but but that's a tough price. What did I just find in the forest that interested me? It was... Oh yeah, no, Zeus Rage. Because we're at the point where Zeus Rage is interesting.
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna peek Mist boss and then Waterfall boss.
Okay.
Mist boss is Magic Sisters.
I did not make it through Valvalis.
Eh.
I don't think that's doable as of right now. Oh, that dancing dagger, maybe. But right now, no.
Dark Elf in the Waterfall.
Okay. So our way underground right now is either through that valve. Well, no, it can't be through that Valvalis on our deals because Golbez. So Baron Inn.
Well, Val blocks as well.
Yeah. So
Both
Baron
on site.
Inn or the Twin Harp that I got from Fabul. Those are our two
Well, that's
places.
charming.
Or Flame Dog. Flame Dog or the Evelyn Chest are still in play.
I'll go. Wonder if I can deal with Flame Dog.
You go check him. I'm gonna go work on these trap chests in Evelyn. Since I've with the life glitch I got off of the Baron guards, I might have enough power to get through.
Yeah, the only one I did is Black Cat's Lamia for the X-Cal.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're through. Bellman and Skulls will be down shortly.
Excellent.
I say shortly. It's going to be a bit.
Lilith Rod in the first Zot chest. I do like a clean miss on the initial fire, but boy, is he punchy. Give me that out.
I defeated one of the skulls. We might find out exactly how long an hourglass 2 lasts in this fight.
That's how I felt about the Lamias. Or black cats in Lamia.
Yeah. Rosa, come on. You've been back row glitch and you've got a lunar staff. You should be able to hit these things.
My center slot Rosa with a lunar staff is bonking for upper 100s.
Mine's top row is bonking for 50s.
Glass helm in the flame dog. Not what we were looking for, but not something we're going to complain about.
I'll give that to Rydia, and that makes or not Rydia, to Rosa. That makes Baron indoable.
It's doable. It's just not pleasant.
Find me something about this scene that's been pleasant so far.
Valid. The free Asura summon? Question mark?
The free Ashura from the front of Hobbs.
Eh? Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah. The bright side, I'm down to just a stalemate, so
it's cool.
I'm literally just holding A at the current moment.
I'll look at Magister's boss while I'm here. Not because I can beat it, unless it's literally King Queen of. Or, well, maybe something else I can get an hourglass in.
Bahamut. You get a Starbell up.
Fair. It's not the punchiest spot in the world.
Dolls, if you time it properly. Oh, crap. He's awake.
It's, friends. Mylon and friends. Yeah. No, thank you.
I've got... What am I doing? Damn it, I'm dumb. Dumb. Let's try this again. This time, let's make use of the firebomb I have in my inventory. That might be helpful.
Sounds helpful.
That might actually take out the skulls in one shot. One miss. Two miss. One hit. Three miss. Oh, you buttholes. No, that's a reset. I had 3 misses, but the 2 that hit were enough to take Rydia out. And Rydia is the one who had the hourglass queued. Yeah, my controller, it's like, oh, you're pressing down like 5 times. We'll go right back out the door instead of, you know, going underneath it like I want to.
We're S standard, right?
Yes, that's standard.
Alright, I'm being inventory miss, so I'm gonna start selling things, and I'm also gonna look for a, room ring.
Yeah, T Wild as standard. Oh, Rydia survived with 42 HP.
Anything of note?
Well, I still had to beat him. I was just getting the hourglass off.
My bad.
I was just trying to get the hourglass off. Now comes the fun part of trying to actually beat them.
Ow! Real face. Rune rings are for sale in Kaipo.
Okay, well, that's something.
I'm gonna go after those mad overs.
Go for it. I'd really like that Yong, because I have 2 cat claws for him.
Right? That does sound good. Just to get through a little gauntlet.
And whatever's behind said gauntlet.
If you really want to buy a self summon, you can do that in Kaipo too.
That's tempting, actually. That is
Isn't it though?
incredibly tempting.
Isn't it though? Because that's just how the seed has been.
Yep. All right, I'm through. Well, that's required. That is a bearing key from the Staleman and Skulls chest.
Where this hacking seed.
That is one hard required chest.
Yeah, it is. Oh man.
I don't think this party, as set up right now, could defeat Kanazo. So I mean, maybe if we got some good pickups in the old the sewer. Yeah.
Hear me out. Step 1, buy a full stack of Thor Rages. Step 2, Glass Helm on Rosa. Step 3, nerf every wave. We probably need the occasional. We probably need a double slow just so that we have time to do things other than nerf waves. I'm in this Cataseed and I don't like it.
You know what? Rydia's getting the power shirt for right now.
Never works.
Rydia's got an Assassin Dagger power shirt.
Okay. And in a little bit, I'll let you know what the Mad Ogres have. Occasionally, Rydia lands a good shot with the Mute Knife for close to 500. She doesn't have a power shirt. She's still in a stork robe.
That's right, I do have the Mute Knife too, don't I?
Yep. Stabbing on them mages.
Oh, were you not going to tell me about the Charm Rod? Oops.
I thought I did. Maybe my Discord had cut out.
Might have.
Well, there's a Charm Rod and a Lunar Staff in here.
Okay. Alright, I got the hourglass off. Where's my meat knife? There it is. You know what else that's...
Well, now I have 2 Charm Rods. Yeah.
Is that what the reward is?
For the Mad Ogres, yeah. I'm gonna go deal with those skulls.
Okay. It's experience at the very least. Yeah, Rosa learned Berserk off of it.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna We'll see what I can find in Baron. See if I somehow miraculously make it through.
Cure 2s on skulls.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna keep casting Cure 2s on skulls.
That works. Absolutely nothing useless for our party currently as set up, but Drain Spears, Ogre Axes in the Weapon Shop of Baron, Heroine Robe in the Armor Shop.
Good. Don't have to worry about that pesky Val for a Heroine Robe.
Yeah, I only have to spend 40,000 on it.
It's T-Wildish.
Like my kingdom for like an arty bow or something.
Right?
It's like, give me an arty bow, Rosa will start going to town.
I mean, this thing to ask for from Hobbs, but right now we'd take a freaking miss. Let's not lie.
Another black belt, another lunar staff.
Okay.
Got all the lunar staffs in the world right now.
Well, we got 2 people that can use them.
Oh, I keep getting inventory lost.
Yeah, I got hit with that earlier.
Why buy Drain Spears when you can get one for free in the Barren Waterway? And so far I have found absolutely nothing that's going to help me defeat this Kanazo. I stand corrected. That will help me defeat it, assuming...
There's where are you two? There's a Zeus Rage for you in the Barren Chocobo Forest.
Yeah, I'm too far in. But... I found a Zeus Gauntlet. Unfortunately, Rydia is still a child and cannot use it at the moment.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Did you just go straight in, or did you deal with the end?
Oh no, I went straight in. I didn't. I did not touch that gauntlet right now.
I'll deal with the end then.
Yeah, I feel like I might have a better chance of beating Kanazo than I would beating the gauntlet.
I'll beat the gauntlet. It's just going to take a while. I got Power Shirt, Glass Hat, Rosa. They're not going to kill her. I might wish I was dead by the time it's done, but I'll survive.
No Cecil in sight. Rydia's going to be like, hey, I'm going to borrow your bed for a minute. Because I forgot to heal up before I came down here.
Oops.
So. Alright, let's see. We are back road, yep. Let's see how bad this hurts. If I had to guess, I'm going to say probably very bad.
Senator Crocodile is no match for the power of the dancing death. Oh wait, he actually survived. Hold that thought.
Alright, I'm holding. Also, I got the lid bolt went off a little too early.
Crocodile is no match for the combined powers of a lunar staff bonk and a dancing dagger.
Do I have anything at all that'll help here?
Oh,
anything.
oh, this is the one. Hey, you know what? You can have my Zeus Rage.
Well, that's not bad. Wave hit me for 200.
Yeah, you can cure through that.
Yeah, that's fine. I can get through that.
Yeah, you just cure through that and have Rydia do Rydia things.
Yep. By now, Rydia is throwing dancing daggers.
Mm-hmm.
Rosa's attacking with lit arrows. Especially considering the fact that when the water's up, all he does is wave and fast. So, I mean, absolutely no danger of getting punched.
And since you can heal through those waves, you don't care to bring him down.
Yeah. I'm now at the point where I can tank 2 waves before having to worry about trying to heal.
Yep. And he should be in the shell before too long, and that'll be that.
Yeah, the only problem is going to be is can I keep damage up when he's in the shell?
Right, you're going to get remedy locked.
Yeah.
That is indeed the concern. But I was about to say you might have to self-zerk, but I'm guessing you did that already.
No, I haven't actually, though I might.
Oh, well, that might give you the extra push you need to get through the remedy lock.
Yep. So 420 is what he heals. This is going to be a time for those samurai arrows that I picked up somewhere to come into use. Alright, Rosa is zerked.
I, too, am facing a wave.
Except yours is from the...
From the Aqua Worm.
Yeah.
It hit for 26.
So he's healing for 420. I am doing about that much each round.
But you need to be faster than him. Slow cast?
I'm doing a little bit over. I'm doing about 150 over every round. So it's going to be slow, but I've got it.
Oh, this seed.
I can't really slow cast anymore because I've already zerked Rosa. So Rosa, it would be very helpful if you did not miss. She's missed 4 arrows in a row.
Dolls are the second boss, so be done in a little bit.
Yeah, that's free. Adjacent.
Boss, yet another hourglass. I'm not out of these.
Hey, Rosa, I need you to be hitting every time here. I don't need you to be missing 6 shots in a row. Otherwise, we are not going to outdamage him.
I want that slow cast. I wasn't trying to be silly.
Oh, I can't. Rosa zerked.
Oh, well, that is indeed a problem.
Alright, come out of that. I mean, I would have loved to slow cast, but yeah. I'm totally looting the entirety of Baron Castle before I go in and try to see what's there.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, except I'm full on stuff again. God bless. I've got so much stuff I want to keep. That's the problem.
Yeah, we're so far away from a full party that too many things are potentially useful.
That and the fact I'm like, somebody who should sell for good money. It's like I don't want to get rid of them, but at the same point.
Yeah, I sold the crystal armor a little while back.
I still have mine. I haven't sold it yet.
Yeah.
There's a cursed ring in the Baron Treasury. The 6 chests off the side.
Hook and Baron Inn.
So that might be our underground access.
Maybe. I got 2 words for you, Ken Isla. Thunder, Claw.
Oh no, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put a black shirt on you. And you're gonna get the power shirts. There we go.
Alright. Coming along.
Like, here's the funny part. You're probably going to get through Baron faster than I am.
I should hope so with a Thunderclaw Punch Mage.
Well, that I'm getting freaking...
what am I doing with my life?
I'm absolutely getting cremated with inventory boss like every 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's also a problem.
Another power shirt. Ooh, that's a Kane starter kit there. Power shirt, defense, sword, rune axe. At the very top of the Baron.
Yeah, that'll do.
More money armor. And now 2 of them.
Oh, the lit bolts. Right next to the brain spear.
I think we're probably about to high five because I'm heading back up to Cecil's room to heal before going on.
We're getting there.
Good night.
I just got to the Zeus gauntlets.
Yeah.
I have someone that can wear them, though. Yay.
Yes, you do.
Oh, Punch Mage. You're base level, but you are 6 swings for 32%. Or for 32 damage. 32%. 32% will be horrific.
That Thunder Cat Claw you got on?
No cat, just Thunder Poison.
Oh, that's right, because I've deals with the Cat Claws.
Yeah, I don't have the cat claws. Where'd you get those?
One was in Damsian, one was in Watery Pass.
I don't remember getting that out of Watery Pass. It was full pass.
Fodder back.
Yeah, I didn't do full. I just did front back. Okay.
That back on. And parry.
All right. Cool.
Ashura is the boss in the second spot.
Oh, well, that'll be fun. Yay, Mute Knife?
Yep.
Eh?
I am literally zerking Rydia right now with a Butte Knife. Let's see. Do I want to zerk? You know what? It's fine, whatever. Oh, we either win this or we don't, because I just zerked Rosa too, so.
You're committed.
Yep. I tossed charm arrows and the short bow on, and so right now it's not looking good because so far she's been able to cure. I'm not fast enough to keep her life locked. That's zerked.
Do you hear me? Because I don't hear you anymore.
Yeah, I hear you. I haven't been talking.
Okay. All
I'm
right,
just
cool.
watching the spike go down.
Tenazo is in the shell.
Okay. I really don't want to have to reset back out of this, but
You're swinging with the Mute Knife, I'm guessing?
yes.
Okay.
The problem is, Ashura is too fast. I should have double Starveiled first.
Either double Starveiler or slower up a bit, something.
Yeah, well, again, both of them are zerked right now, so
Maybe
I'm literally
get a
just
luck-
controller down, and if I end up having to reset, I've got to go all the way back out before Kanazo, before looting everything.
I take it you didn't get a lucky roll in your grimoire?
No.
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna try and life locker.
That might be better than what I'm doing. Oh. Yeah, I'm doing decent damage, but the problem is she's healing it up. Like, before I can even get enough damage to put her down, she's getting healed back up. Yeah. I've had her down at about... I've had her 1,700 down before, and she's gotten the cure off. And I'm like, well...
Yeah, I can believe it.
Well, it helped that Rosa's doing, like, 10 freaking damage with her bow hits. Like, come on, Rosa.
I'm blinking for safety's sake, but I'm not too worried, honestly. I'm blinking for safety's sake, but on defense side, things seem okay. Oh, shoot. Missed my timing. Son of a... Bring it back around. Bring it back around. Quick, quick, quick. Oh, fight. Fight. Oh, alright, I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. I'm probably gonna have to reset. Because Rydia's down, and that was my bulk damage source.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's all the way healed. I'm gonna have to go back through both of these fights again.
There's a cure 3, son of a...
Just a cure 3?
There's enough to fill her. Just about.
Oh, she got off the cure. I thought you were through. I was like, oh.
No. Trying to... Nope, and she's fully healed. Dang it.
Yeah, I mean, she is... We're gonna have to double Starveil. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
I'm gonna life lock her this time. I'm gonna get it done right.
Dari, I'm afraid to actually read that. Alright. I tried shipping a Bon Jovi album to my cousins for Christmas, but it hasn't been delivered. The tracking report keeps saying, oh, it's halfway there.
Tell Denari if he's in my chat, I'm sorry I can't see him.
Just
in general, if you're in my chat, I'm sorry I can't see you.
Yeah, this came through mine. So, but yes, anyone in Commander's chat who is listening, Commander's chat window is not active right now. We're having some technical difficulties.
Very frustrating.
Yep. You feel free to keep watching him, but you can pull my chat up. Denari says, I watched you earlier, Commander. I'm going to watch Gambit now.
Yeah, that's fair.
or you could have both of us up.
Right, especially since your chat gets answers.
True.
I'm gonna go watch that one myself. Not gonna lie.
Oh no! What you do is you go in and you watch your side of the screen, and then you come in and you pop out the chat from my side, so you have your stream up with my chat up.
Huh. I mean, that's what they can do. Yes.
All right, hold on. I'm going to do this the smart way. Since I'm still right here and not that far away, I'm going to go back and sell a bunch of crap before I make this run again.
Right.
I got 4 chests in and hit inventory boss. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, I'm in Baron. Alright. Especially considering the fact I know what I'm going to be getting down there, so...
And down goes Asura.
Yay! And there was much rejoicing. There. We have sold half of our freaking inventory.
Tella is the character.
Yay! Hashtag tell a life.
Indeed. I just closed all my Chrome windows because they weren't responding. And
Okay.
so that puts an official death on my timer.
Gotcha. You're gonna have to rely on your in-menu tracking.
Yeah, I'll probably time the VOD.
Yeah, that's all I have to do. Also, hey, Lord Goober. Yes, a boss fighter is me. I'm also a boss dyer because I've died to, what, 3 different bosses? I've died to Gauntlet, I've died to Val, I've died to Ashura.
Pink tail in the trash.
Okay.
It goes nicely with that hook.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get an adamant armor. I'll be back.
Cool. You know, that adamant armor, take that on Iridia, and you can feasibly get through that Valvalis.
For the heroine robe?
And the telespells.
Sure, telespells. I guess. I suppose.
Alright, let's try this turtle again.
Well, I'm back in my chat, I think.
Yay!
That's cool. I see Lord Goober and Arya chat.
Oh, now your phone just decided to cut out. Alright, we're fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Rosa! Rosa, my dear. Hit the freaking turtle! For the love of effing, hit the turtle.
So let's go see who the hook character is.
Hopefully it's someone better than Rosa who can actually hit a freaking turtle!
A status rejected. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, pretty much. She is. Oh my gosh.
Look, I put my Rose in the center slot. I don't know what the heck. I gave her a power shirt. I don't know what the heck you're doing. Well, I did until I got yanked. At that point, she was no longer allowed to have a power shirt.
Like, I'm half tempted to let her fall in the next wave, and just so I can rub her up and be like, quit missing, you piece of...
Well, I have an Odin summon.
Oh, that's money.
As hourglasses and elixirs.
Well, hourglasses could be nice. I assume you're going to try to take on the Stalemate and the Mad Ogres while you're down there?
You assume correctly. I expect to succeed.
I expect you will too. Rosa, you're killing me.
Rosa's new name. Smalls.
She at least hit. So I will give her that much. But she hit for 32 damage.
That's rough, buddy. Lightsaber in the Eblin weapon shop, but without the only thing worth.
And also no Cecil right now, so.
Right, and I've got Excal for that. Lightsaber would be more, hey, would you like to buy a really expensive dart? No? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Oh, look, yet another black belt.
So many black belts. Well, what an expensive dart. I would go after drain spears.
Right. I mean, Mr. Bus Driver, they've been occasionally, every month or so, somebody says, free Enterprise multi-world win. And, you know, I'm here for it, but boy, that would be a project.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I can imagine that. So, Commander, your magma key is hidden behind Valvalis at one ordeals in my seed.
Right. Oh, and I'm inventory bossed.
Imagine it's like, yeah, no, I don't want to go up where I don't have a Cecil. I have no reason to go up ordeals. It's like, no, well, crap. I got you, so you can proceed. Alright, the turtle is again down.
Good.
That was only a 20-minute time loss. Pretty much exactly 20-minute time loss. Did you pick up the curse string while you're in Baron or no?
No, forgot where it was. I don't have a curse string.
It was in the 6 chests in the walkway between the main room and the where you would go to the Baron basement. You know the chest I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, I haven't looted the east side at all.
Okay.
I just skipped out on that. Alright. The character is Sid.
I have an Earth Hammer for him.
Same. And the boss is wandering away from its natural habitat.
Hi, Antlion. How are you? I'm actually glad you decided to stay on Earth and didn't go to the moon today.
Right. That guy at K Value would be...
Yeah. All right. You put that back on and then parry. You put that on and then do that.
Punch mage so that he can be a true punch mage. Yes, I'm joking.
Hashtag give Young HP. 2021
He's got
was
plenty of
changed.
HP.
That's right, MP. Give Young MP.
That's more
Pain
like
had plenty of MP. Give Young MP now. Hey, perfect. Perfect shot. Thank you. Thank you, Ashura. Alright, I have double star veiled this time. I just zerked out my Rydia with the mute knife. We're doing 1,000 a swing. And all of her cures are being bounced back to me. And Ashura is down in 3 swings. See how easy this fight should have been?
Yep.
Alright, hashtag tell a lie. Denari, you're killing me. Alright, Denari's 2 that I've not read yet. Denari says having to fight a boss in a really deep hole is just the pits.
He's not wrong.
And then, yeah, a mute knife leaves Ashura speechless.
Tella casting size on mad ogres shows how little he thinks of them.
Well, too bad you won't be able to cast size on yours.
Yep. I'll just have to hourglass it.
Yep.
Legend sword in the Staleman chest.
Oh,
So,
it's half a forge.
Yeah.
Alright, you can have that. You can have that. What do we have on? Oh, we have that, yeah. No, you keep that on right now, it's fine. My kingdom for an edge. I've got so much good edge stuff. Okay, so new knife is actually more accurate. That's good to know. Dancing dagger is the most accurate. Okay.
100% accuracy when used as an item. Asterisk. Tornado Val.
Yep. I'm doing the gauntlet now for my hook. Literally, my entire plan for this fight is going to be to berserk Rydia and just let her go to town.
Sounds good. Mine was alternating between Lunar Staff Monk and Dancing Dagger. Lunar Staff, Dancing Dagger.
I've got both Tella and Rosa with Lunar Staffs on. Hey, I made it through the first fight. This is funner than I got last time.
The second fight's the big one.
Well, guess what? I still have a Grimoire.
Not for long, you don't. Although you make sure you keep something for the dolls at the end.
So, I've still got a Litbolt for the dolls.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Oh. Jump.
If you got at least 1 hourglass, you're fine.
Yeah. I got Phil from the Grimoire.
That's no good. We have Sylphic Hypo.
It's like
Rat Tail from the Mad Ogres.
Yeah, well. You want to come back out and turn that in before you dive the rest of the underground?
Yes, I do. It's no middle finger chest, but it's close enough.
Yeah. I'm very tempted to curse Tella here just so he gets out of the queue completely while we're doing these fights until I get him his spells. Like, Tella, you are not very useful at the current moment. Just go away. Thank you.
Right. I think actually I will also run Fabul and chase Twin Heart.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, if you don't, I will run Twin Heart next, but
If you go there, then I will not.
Well, I'm still in the middle of the Baron infight, so if you're already back out, you might as well.
Rat tail for another X-Scout.
Okay. I never grabbed the first one, so good to know.
Now you don't have to bother with that fight.
Yep.
You really want an X-Scout. All right, heading up to football.
Go for it. This is like one heck of a party. I mean, it's like reject percent plus Rosa.
It is. Also, like slingshot percent.
True.
Everybody here says, "I want a slingshot." No, I don't want a slingshot. No, I want a slingshot. Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Sid's like, "What's a slingshot?"
Right.
Well, I'll pretend to be helpful. We'll try to recall something with them.
Eesh.
Come on, show me weaker. That I don't think it's gonna hit. Oh my gosh, it hit. I am no longer fighting an electric fish and a crocodile. I am now fighting two toads.
Nice.
I did not know you could tote them.
The blow of an Ice 1 spell for 600 plus damage against Ruby. Who needs more deals?
Exactly.
Alright, chasing this one, Art.
You know what?
Going
Let's
by
go.
a shop, though, and selling. This is a good shop, too.
Let's go for it. Come on. Hit it, hit it. Hey! So the piranhas cannot be toted, but the aqua worm can.
Sure,
However,
that makes sense.
the aqua worm can still cast Wade while in toad form.
You sure it just wasn't cute?
Even if it was cute, it should have been hit even if he was a toad.
Fair.
So. All right.
Alright, I'm off to Cave Magnus.
I am doing dolls. I should probably wait and do it with Rosa. Rosa's got the most HP. So Denari is asking me if you are being drawn to Magnus.
Well, the people that hang out there have such magnetic personalities. How can you resist?
A big doll alert on my screen, by the way. I did not get the hourglass off in time.
Oh.
I did, however, get rid of Berserk, so... Well, that's not good. Okay. Oh. Does he have his relay on him?
Died. Where's the bag from Burlington?
I don't know. Oh, it's on the chair. See it? Sorry. All right, dolls are down. I have a yang. I have a hook.
Well, I'm double kamikazeing my way out of this dark elf.
Ooh.
So in a moment, DJ Spoony Bard will play us a song.
Let's see if I can't get my yang equipped up here. I have another power shirt. Felt like I had two, but maybe I don't. Okay. No, I had two black shirts. That's what I had. Yang, you take the power shirt. And a cat claw. And another cat claw.
I do like the Great Warrior, but I've heard a fair amount of it lately.
I'm gonna go see who is down in Baron Basement, because, you know, maybe we get lucky and it's King Queen Evelyn or something.
Sure. King Queen Evelyn, Officer and Guard, or Officer and Soldiers.
I don't know if I could do off. Well, yeah, we can Hourglass and Dark Imps as well.
Yep. It's Zed at Harp.
It's his Zed at Zarp. Zed at Zarp.
At Harp. Sure.
I don't think this is
Hammer.
doable here. Nope, that's not doable. It's elements, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, if I
Right,
put the adamant armor on somebody...
Sure. I still haven't put the adamant armor on anybody. I'm not sure where to put it.
I'm debating on putting it on my yang. Giving the power shirt to Sid.
Honestly, I could probably put the adamant on Sid on the argument that I'm hoping to find a character to replace him with later, and it doesn't matter if I take it off. But,
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tempted to put the adamant armor on Rydia to get through ordeals, because it's like, I don't really necessarily care if she gets weak to elementals from this point on. I mean, she's my anchor, so I don't have a choice. But I do have a curse ring.
Tower key for Twin Harp.
Well, I mean, yay, but...
Right. Not what I spent this time for.
No.
So, hook route it is then, yeah? Not everything else, right?
Yep, let me see. I'm going to try to make this Val happen. Get my telespells if I can. And then we converge on the hook route. That them? Okay, 400. 6, 7.
Yes.
8. Come on, I need one more hit. I think I can do it. Yay! I threw my mouse. Just barely. If she had gotten the next week and Raycast off, it would have been over. So I now have a Paladin Cecil if he's in the seed somewhere.
And you have spells for Tella.
Yep. Including the one, the only Medio.
Wag.
Yep. I gotta tell I have a Soma drop. Yeah, you can have the other Soma drop. Now the question is, do I? Well, no, I need a better bow. Was there a better bow anywhere that you found in Eblin and/or Upper Bevel?
I don't remember a solid bow anywhere.
Okay.
My Rose is still swinging a lunar staff.
So I know I've seen a elven bow for sale, but
nice.
I didn't want to spend the money on it. Oh, there's a ninja hat.
There is somewhere. I don't remember where.
Ooh, and an
Might have been in the cave, Evelyn.
It is, and an ogre axe for that Sid too. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that could have been useful. Have been earth hammering everything to death. Derp.
I'm making my dive to Eblin.
No shields, but worry about that later.
Yeah.
Inventory boss is real, and you sell useful things sometimes.
I'm at the point when I have inventory bosses like this where I don't even bother with shields. They are just auto sells.
Sparkle at King Queen Eblin, specifically Pogo Pogo.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. What is this seed?
Over under on number of teams forfeiting.
Oh, God.
I'll go with 3.
I'll say 1.
This hacking seed.
Yes, right. Oh.
And no one says
Good girls. Alright, you ready for this one, Commander?
Sure.
Have you heard about the political party that's using really good weed to promote their political views and opinions? It's propaganda.
Might have to give up and give somebody adamant armor finally.
Yeah. I don't need those. I'm gonna give up on that, give up on that. Get rid of that, get rid of that. I've got Ogre Axe now, so I don't really need that. Also, I literally just exited back out of Eblin because I was inventory full when it sold stuff, and now I'm diving through.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
It's like I want the loot. I'm a loot goblin.
All right, Ogo. Oh my goodness, Gambit.
What?
This seed.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is a rude one.
It's not Sea Hero or anything weird like that, right?
It is Sea Hero. Rydia is your
it
hero.
is Rydia Hero? Yeah. Okay.
Rydia is your hero.
Oh, that cursed ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you have that.
Yep, I do.
Seems good.
Yep.
Uh,
That's why I pointed it out twice. I was like, curse ring, curse ring. You
seriously,
want,
Commander, that curse ring seems like a good idea.
yeah, you want the curse ring. Equip you. First things first. Back row you. Ogre Axe to start with. Ninja Helm, get you some speed. Alright, guess what? You are going to... Yeah, there we go. Yang's got my adamant armor. I think that's the best bet. Is Yang still level 1?
At least 10.
Oh yeah. But he is. My Yang is still level 10, so I'm going to actually go take on those ogres and slingshot a Yang a little bit.
Seems legit.
I should have double checked and seen which knife I currently have Rydia equipped with before I did that, but it's all fun. It's all good. Oh,
Not bad, huh?
No, actually, Sid's got the Ogre Axe on.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody decided to take a turn after Sid. So I lost a life glitch.
Down goes a no-go.
I lost. I got one life glitch. One.
I think I got 2. But I also didn't have an Ogre Axe on, so I was a little more controlled.
That's fine. It is what it is.
I'm gonna go save.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't swag walk that one.
Enjoy your semi-lurk, Aaron.
Let's not swag walk the Pantlion.
I think maybe you swag walk Ogo into French vanilla. That's about it.
Yep. Alright, let's 10th up and get ready to take on my Ogo. And then what's worse is there's not even a darkness crystal up on the earth somewhere, so we can't even split. We're stuck doing the hook route together here.
Mm-hmm. Those are where the roads lead. We did our best to find a different way. It was not meant to be. Whenever he hits with a counter, I'll find out how bad it is.
Alright. There's the wave. Ow. Oh, that was...
He's a punchy noodle. I was finally persuaded to put my adamant armor on.
Well, I put my adamant armor on Yang and Ogo punched Sid.
All right, I took a counter for 149 from Antlion, so
That's not bad.
Not too worried. Yeah.
Hey, Bubs.
Hi. Is it food? Food? Did you bring me more?
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Dad.
Howdy, Commander.
Hello, Commander.
Hello.
He says hi back.
The food container is all the way over here. She chased it all over the living room.
Of course she did.
See, honey, can you turn that away from her? Yes, she is.
All right. So Ogo is down with minimal effort here.
She comes up.
Oh, you can hear her meowing.
Mm-hmm.
She wants more food. She just ate.
Yeah,
She wants more food.
Cheap, but not cheap burgers. We can eat with our pizza, by the way.
Hmm?
We can with our pizza.
I think we have the pineapple pizza.
Yeah, there's so fun travel if you want that for dinner tonight, buds.
That's what I was gonna say.
Go to the kitchen.
I don't honestly.
Oh, yay. The counter missed.
What does that? From time to time.
Yep.
Back.
Juice.
Right.
Guessing the counter is magic based because the magic at this spot's not impressive.
Yes, I believe so.
So not right now, but I can.
Ooh, good job, Rydia. Rydia accused Ashura, got Cure 4, even cursed she was healing for 2000.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Astura's
they're actually dry.
goofy.
Yeah. All right, Ashura number 2 is Cure 3. 4,000 each.
I zerked up Sid and Yang, and now I'm in controller down mode because no one else is doing anything productive. I suppose you can have a heal.
I've got tele-tossing viruses.
Yeah, I don't have virus.
What?
That's bad for me.
Oh, Tella's down. Rip Tella. Oh, of all the times I would not have minded Grey Face. That would have been funny.
And down goes Nant.
Yay!
Finally underground.
Only an hour and a half in, we're fine. I'm out of MP to cast Ashura.
Lord Goober would like to know what you call a flying monk.
Yang Fu?
Air flyer tuck. Dark Imps at top of tower. It's free.
That is free. You've got the tower key. Do you want to go ahead and
Yep.
run tower completely?
Yep, I think I will just land and go straight up.
Okay.
Take out the sirens on the way, see if they have key items.
I'd say keep one just in case. Well, actually, can we steal?
No. I don't know if we can, but I'm not going to.
Okay,
There's still shops under here to check for sirens, and like
true.
ultimately, we keep ending up near Z level experience anyway by the time we finish these things.
Good point.
So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to wreck these.
And lying down on my side as well. I am now under. I'm going to head into the Fey March immediately then.
Okay.
A pitfall? Say it's not so. That's what boards should do. I think that needs to be the next like Easter egg in Free Enterprise. Especially for push speed to jump. Like, instead of having that dev door in the back like it has, they should have a like if you jump over it, you go out the back, you just randomly find stairs to take you straight to the Falcon.
That door, you were there when I discovered that, I believe. Oops. I didn't lock myself somehow, but oh man.
All right, let's go into the Fey March. Let's go into the Fey March. Let's go into the Fey March. And walk
ourselves a snack.
I was saying walk ourselves around.
A silver apple and a white spear.
All right. As I am at capacity, I'm not going to loot anything else on the way down until I get to the shop.
Yeah, I know those feels. Got room for the stuff I'm looting in these trap chests, but I'm leaving the untrapped chest alone. Luca key.
Ooh.
That's in the top of the last two.
I'm not going to use that, so sell it. Sell those, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. Coffins and tents down in the Fey March.
And a heroine robe in the last one.
Oh, hey, now you don't have to do ordeals.
Alright. Or buy one in Baron.
Yep. Alright, so I have saved down the Fey March. Now I'm going to walk back out and take on the warrior chest. Maybe.
Possible. I'm considering it.
Hey, finally a decent bow.
Archer?
Elven.
Hmm.
Found in the Fey March.
Bagging in the cannon room. Good place for him.
Oh yeah, that's a great place for him. He can stay there all day long.
He even has two very long arms to operate the controls with. Perfect.
Alright, so let's blow my Gaia drum and my Stardust. There's one-shot Tella.
On up to the Dark Imps.
Okay. All it's going to take is one of them to hit Sid and he's done. Yep, there he is. Dang it, I missed the glitch. It's fine. was hoping to get a life glitch off, but I missed it. I wasn't fast enough. Oh, you butts. Oh, Yang's the only one who's getting experience here. Oh, take it back. Rosie. Funny game. That's funny. You see me laughing? Ha 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 ha.
Wait till you see the real Trevor.
Warrior's chest. Magma key.
That is kind of funny.
However, very bottom room in the Feymarch cave, the 3 chests, the far left one's a crystal ring.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, so that's worth coming and looting. There's also a lightsaber down there if you want some more money. Hey, a Sylph Summon. I'm glad I didn't buy that one. There we go. Learn the Sylph Summon.
That's my life glitch. Got that one, though. 33% XP bonus at the top here isn't too bad.
Why are you wearing... Really? Really? Why not do that? I just realized Tella's wearing a power shirt for some reason.
I, too, have a crystal ring at the top of the tower.
Nice. Feymarch freebie is a masa.
Yeah.
Sell those. I'm not going to use them. That. Rid of that. Samurai Bow, Silent Staff, Full Moon, Lunar Staff, all for available in the Feymarch.
In the shop?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Samurai Bow is really the key item of all those, but
Oh, yeah.
you also you get the Elven Bow.
Package is the power key.
Okay.
Super cannon room item.
I'm going to spend some time down here because it is Water Hag at Leviathan and Demist at Ashura.
Yeah, you're gonna be busy.
So yeah, I'm going to be here for a while.
Yeah, you are. Sounds like I'm going to Dwarf Castle after I do Luca then.
Yep. Wait, is Warp Glitch not on? Warp Glitch is on.
Is it?
Yes. So don't do it.
No, and you just found Demas. We don't have any other boss objectives, do
No,
we?
we don't. So
I'm gonna go to Dwarf Cave now, or
Yeah.
Dwarf Castle now.
yeah, go straight Dwarf. Don't bother with Luca unless you want to do doors.
No, not particularly. I'm not a fan of doors. To Dwarf Castle then.
Alright, let's see if I can get 3 hits off of this water hag.
Asura is for sale in Dwarf Castle,
Thanks, I already have it.
along with exit items.
I already have the exit mage, though. 1 hit on water hag. Edward! Fight, Edward! 2. Nope, that missed. Rose is down. 2 hits on water hag. Believe in yourself. And be strong. 3 hits on water hag. Poor Rosa doesn't get the experience.
The real experience were the experiences we had along the way.
Oh, well, Rosa's gonna like what she gets, though. Water hag's a white shirt.
Well, if you would like to buy samurai arrows or sork robes, you may head to Dwarf Castle.
I would have probably gone for the Sork robe if not for the fact of white shirt.
That's fair. So, you might have had a point about those sirens. I haven't checked Tom Ray yet.
I'm slowing my battle speed down for this Demas fight. I'm not even gonna try.
Alright, some form of guards. And it's got to be Kaipo guards, because you've already fought Baron.
Yes.
Yeah, Kaipo guards are Dwarf 1.
Okay.
That'll go better for you than it will for me with Weep.
I also have coffins in my inventory.
Well, that's also good.
Bye, Tella. You did your job. Hi, Rydia. You did your job. One missed phase. I don't think power triggers the
No, it doesn't. Only fight. Muhammad
Rydia.
at back.
Okay. No, dang it. Okay.
And yet another Sid as the character.
Yay. I have an issue. A stupid issue, but my Rydia is at exactly 0 vitality.
You can't revive her.
I can't revive her.
I can finally do something useful with Rydia. I've learned good summons.
Yeah.
Something other than Asura.
I get Sylph. I use Sylph once, and then Rydia gets punched out, and that's all she wrote. But Rydia is now floor Rydia for this fight. But my entire party is blinked.
Dwarf Witch incoming, but first, Dwarven Jewelry is a power shirt. Because we don't have enough of those.
You said the Staleman chest in Ebon was the
Legend.
Yeah, I stupidly skipped that chest.
Warp Witch is Sand Ruby.
Oh, that's required.
I'd forgotten. because like I don't have the objectives up anymore.
Yeah, Forge, Sand Ruby, White Spear, Odin Spot, Bahamut, and then of course the already done Kanazo.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna set up a Sheila wand, then head topside and turn in a Sand Ruby.
You have to let me know who the character is because I have not been in Kaipo.
Right. And also peek package while I'm there and see who that character is.
Yeah.
We don't need the boss.
There we go. Come on, Tella. You can do this. I believe in you, Tella.
Believe in yourself and be strong.
I queued up a Fire 3, and Demas came back before the Fire 3 went off, so I'm hoping that Tella gets it off.
All right.
Hey, 2,000 damage. That's helpful.
Package is a duplicate Tella.
Woohoo! I can't get enough of Tella, baby. Ah, dang it, I would eat a cold mist. Oh, I thought I had time. It's fine. Wait, 2 cold mists. Ugh.
Sand Ruby is a duplicate Sid, but objective.
Yeah. That's an
And full
elements.
heal after the Sylph Walk.
Elements is down in Baron Basement if you wanted to make the attempt at it. Not sure it's really feasible right now. But...
Magic at that spot is super rude. Like, Ruby phases death there.
yeah, you would definitely need to Starveil
Gotta
and
be able to
bounce.
Yeah, gotta be able to bounce onto that Mylon phase and keep everyone safe from the punches.
Demas down!
Well, hopefully one of those two things is helpful.
Demas itself gives a Bahamut summon.
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. Don't get me wrong.
Alright. Sheila has the goods!
What is our friend Sheila?
Darkness Crystal.
Oh, hi, that's Go Mode.
Yes, it is. Wait. Yeah, once we deal with elements.
No,
So
you don't even have to do elements if
character.
you don't want to.
Huh?
You don't have to do elements if you don't want to.
I can't forge.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We don't
I
have
don't
forge
have
yet.
an adamant rock.
That's right. I thought we had 4. I'm dumb.
Not dumb. A lot going on.
All right. So let's. Did you ever check Tomra? By the way,
No, I did not.
let me go see if we have sirens.
Yeah.
Sirens in Tomra.
There we go.
At this point, I'm getting rid of all the edge stuff I've been holding on to because
I'll
There
tell
you
you
go.
the moon character momentarily.
I've got a couple of things still left that I can hold on to for edge in case it is an edge.
So it's elements, K value, and crystal sword.
No, K elements, K value, and white sphere.
Oh, thank you. K value and white spear. All right.
Newspaper editor.
Well, the shop up here has Leviathan Summon and some Star Veils. Nothing you care about.
Yeah, veils are nice, but yeah.
Honestly, nothing I care about, not gonna lie.
Who's our
It is
moon?
a ninja on the moon.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm glad I didn't sell everything. I sold the Mura, but I still have my Masa and my ninja sword. And you said Darkness is Sheila 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm heading down to set up Sheila 1 now. I think I'm gonna go grab that edge. And then
You know what?
Gold Dragons on the moon sounds like a plan.
You don't have to worry about whether you kept stuff for him because he comes equipped with a silver knife.
Whoa! A silver knife! Oh my! Edge breaking out the good stuff today.
Womp womp.
Yeah, I kind of want my edge before I go down. We've got the pass, so I might actually go up, get edge, grind, then come back down, do dwarf, do Odin spot, and then go.
Yeah, I'm going after the boss now. See if it's something I can clear. If
Okay.
one of these bosses says nope, then I will come back and grind.
Yeah, value and white spear.
Head into value now.
What? He's in the underground?
These lunars.
It's not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible.
Feels horrible.
I guess technically it's not that horrible to me since I would have Blarg to go after him with.
Oh yeah, if I had Blarg, it wouldn't feel horrible.
Oh. So the question is, who do I get rid of for Edge?
That is the question.
Honestly, I think it's going to have to be Tella.
That's what I did.
I think
For me,
Tella
that was a
goes.
much easier decision. I haven't done ordeals.
Yeah. Well, again, my thought process was, oh, I can do gold dragons, I can weak them, and no, it's probably better just to get rid of the Tella and use the hourglasses, the sirens and hourglass, and go that route.
Lord Gooper would like to know if you would like to join the Church of Blarg. It says that we have cookies.
Ooh, cookie Blargs.
Arya, on the other hand, finds my lack of Blarg disturbing. I agree. I'm disturbed by my lack of Blarg as well.
The hard part is I'm going to need to remember to heal up real fast. I picked up sirens and I did one egg while you were telling me who was on the moon, and I stopped. So I'm like, I want the moon character first.
Right?
but I need to remember to heal.
Yes.
I think that's going to be Edge for Tella. Hello, Ninja. I have stuff for you. Bye, Tella. Edge, you get a full moon. A ninja sword. Hey, the full moon often have a Masamune. Headband. Power shirt. Wraith ring. What is it? You got that on already. Okay. You got that. Okay, yeah. Take the dragoon off. Sid, have a crystal ring. Cool. There we go. Let me know when you go down to White Spear and find out who that is.
Sure.
So I'm hoping it's something that's relatively easy, so I don't have to, stay up here too long. I should probably go heal, like I said I needed to. Thank goodness I recognized it as soon as I hopped into the menu to save. How are these lunars treating you today?
One down, finally. I zerked up and 8 viruses. They weren't too bad.
Yeah, I was say they're probably
and
a
there
lot
goes
less.
the other.
Viruses
It
are
was
probably
very
the way to go.
balanced. I missed experience on my ninja, but I got through.
Yep. I still have 6 hourglasses, so that's what we're going for here.
Well, they have arty arrows. Wonder when that could have been useful. Oh, wait.
Probably the previous fight.
Yeah, probably. Funny thing about not having a Tella, we don't have exit anymore.
That's a problem. That is a slight
We got
problem.
one exit item that I found in Eblin, I think.
Might have been Watery Pass when I sent you in there for the
Oh no, yeah, that is the exit. So I'm walking out of this.
Yeah.
Saving that exit for when I'm done with the LST.
Have we found life potions in this shop anywhere, by the way?
I don't remember seeing any.
Yeah.
Being careful about my use.
I have
as a
6.
result. I think I've got 10.
I'm about to start kind of throwing some for life glitches here, so I'm like... Dang, target the front one. Dude, target the front one.
I mean, oh yeah, we can't finish that. We don't have an Earth Crystal.
Trust me, I'd love to go up Zod and see if there's a Cecil up there.
Right?
Okay, and I got a defense sword.
Sure.
There we go. 3 dragons, price of 2. Go. 90,000 experience. Oh. Yang still does more damage. I was trying to see who did more damage, Yang or Sid. And it's Yang.
Mm-hmm.
I was deciding which one I wanted to zerk up for this fight. Oh, that's a waste of a life potion. I thought that was going to be enough to get the kill, and it wasn't.
Alright, White Steel Altar has... hailed him.
Yeah, it's a little rude. There we go. Rosa's got Cure 4. That's what I wanted. So how much were the viruses hitting you for?
Like, maybe... like, they would one-shot my base level edge, but everyone else survived. Needed multiple shots to be taken down.
We are readying the Blarg.
Let's the Blargen.
So about 600. Okay.
Yeah, your edge might take a little more than that. Well, actually, no. You leveled up off of dragons first? Yeah, you'll be fine.
There's a Blarg.
You have nothing to worry about.
That's a nice Blarg. That's a net positive.
Oh, good. And that gives me Cure 4.
Yay, Cure 4.
And a French vanilla ribbon. That's the reward. Don't hate it. I'm going to do a quick ribbon room peek for the XP, potentially.
Go for it.
Punchy Pale Dim is punchy.
Yep.
Aria Symphonia is outraged by 1,000 damage on the back row Rydia.
Punchy Rydia, go punch. I zerked my Yang and my Sid, and I'm just firing off Bahamut's with Rydia.
I mean, I don't have Bahamut's to fire off, but yeah, I get it.
And D-Lunars are down.
DKC at Ribbon Room, waves of about 800 to 900.
I mean, Sid and Yang can survive it, but they're not the ones you really want the experience on.
Oh, and Rydia gets the XP by default, and actually my Sid and Yang are not quite tough enough. I have to rearrange my order to make sure I get a chance to heal.
Yeah.
I'm still in the low to mid 30s.
I think I'm going to do... I have 4 more hourglasses, so let's go ahead and do the last of my hourglasses and dragons here.
The only person that'll miss the XP if I play this right is Edge.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
What's your Edge rocking, by the way?
That silver knife and a long sword.
I mean,
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Actually, if I throw a quick life potion at the end of this, then Edge won't miss either. Yeah. Iridia gets the XP because hero.
Yep.
And everyone else is standing. Okay. Just had to lower the battle speed, and it gave me ample time to get what I needed done between the waves.
Nice.
And now I have Fire 3. That makes me feel a lot better about going after these freaking elements. Yeah, just as this, just as that. I agree, Arya. I now have a Bahamut summon.
Nice.
And yet another power shirt.
Moved all power shirt seed, apparently.
Apparently. Kind of ridiculous. I mean, I suppose the mute knife is better than the silver knife. Not sure. It's less accurate with more power.
But Iridia, if you take the mute knife off, what's Iridia going to be using?
Iridia's been using a charm rod for a while.
Oh, yeah, I'm just not putting the charm rod back on her.
Awkward. Awkward. I'm peak this I'm peeking at least Masamune before I leave because I can't come back.
I mean, you could.
I don't wanna.
Calculated risk, but it paid off.
Wow.
Yang, I parried around so I didn't have to use a life pod. I could cast life 1 with Rosa. And I was gambling that Yang would attack the back Ryu instead of the front, and he did.
Cool. Octomon's doable.
Yeah.
A smarter person would have, actually used that Bahamut summon.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Good. Didn't remember using it, but it's there. Okay, good. Today I am a smarter person. At least once. For this fight, I can go Longsword Thunderclap. Yeah.
If we can't kind of help push things along here. I'm going to cast Blarg on these lovely, lovely King Ryus.
Yeah, you might miss your life glitch, but you'll be done with the fight.
I got it. I had Edge's turn waiting, so I got the life glitch.
No, I've just been known to wipe out 2 fully healed King Ryus with a Bahamut.
Nice. Hey, Iridia learned Quake.
There you go.
One more hourglass.
And down goes an Octomon for 122k. My Iridia has also learned Quake.
Nice.
Avenger's a decent dart.
It'd be nicer if we had a melee person who could use said Avenger.
Right? Alright, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go deal with Alex.
Alright, I'm about to be on my way down to take on Pale Dim and then do the same. You will get through the sea faster than I will, because I still don't have Sand Ruby, but...
Yeah, so just that forge objective will be my timer, and I'll full time for you.
Yep. Alright, now... back to the ship, move over, heal up. And then...
Might end up dipping down for a couple of sirens. You said they were in Tamra?
Yes, Sirens in Tamra.
Okay.
There were coffins somewhere on the overworld. I don't remember where though now.
Yeah.
So I know I picked up a stack of 10 when I had a chance, so...
Arya, 2v2 means that Gambit and I are a team, that's 2, and we're versus all of the other teams. Like, when it started out, there were only 2 teams racing head-to-head at a time. Now it's an async that a bunch of teams enter, but the term 2v2 has persisted.
Also, I just realized I looked up at my my screen. I never changed my my title is correct for my stream. On my actual streaming layout, I never updated the game, so it still reads FF4FE Mystery Ladder.
PK, thank you for the raid coming in. This is the Troian Tango async, so if you're planning on running it, you should leave.
Yeah, we love you, PK, but if you haven't run it already, don't watch. But I think you and Antidale have already run it, but I'm not positive.
It's the exact same seed, Arya.
Yeah, we're playing the exact same
running
thing.
the same seed in every way. And we have to each get through... Oh, good, you've run it. We have to each get through the seed. Our score is our combined time.
Yeah. So we still want to go fast. We can... There's 6 objectives. We can do 5 of the 6. Doesn't matter. We can do 5 different ones if we want to. But we have to do 5 of 6, and then our time is our combined time. Which right now is probably going to look to be in the 5-hour range.
It was the root seed.
Yeah.
And we could have done it.
I mean, I lost 20 minutes myself just in that dang Ashura fight.
I was really waiting for Elemis to have the adamants. I was so waiting, but no, it's a gold apple.
Okay. I am taking on the Pale Dim now.
Yeah, no problem, Mario. If you have any other questions, please ask. And PK, how did Mystic Quest go? Was there a completed run, or was this a more typical day? For those of you that don't know, this is no knock on Mystic Quest. Mystic Quest is an extremely heavy RNG speed run. Resets are very much the norm.
Oh, I could have done that. That's fine.
Let's see. Level 45. Let's get 6 sirens and wreck eggs. Get Meridia to nuke. Party feels just a little off with Edge not having really good gear for me. So
my Edge is kitted. But I think that's because I found a bunch of Edge stuff. The Masa, the Mura, the Ninja Sword, Full Moon. Also, Rydia, you want to do me a favor? Cast Quake. We can Quake a Pale Dim. Don't use a summon against it. We can't go Blard, but we can go Quake.
I virused him. But yeah, Quake does seem better.
Edge darted the 2 silver knives I had on me.
When you're darting silver knives. Uh,
All right, pilled him down.
to be fair, I had things to throw. Hex Scowls, Drain Spear.
Yeah, I sold the drain spear.
Gotcha.
There's the ribbon. We start warping our way back out.
Yeah, Gambit found a Mura somewhere.
I found a Masa and a Mura.
Found a Masa and a Mura somewhere. So Gambit's fine.
Yeah, and a ninja sword. So
Yeah. I didn't find any of that. I'm still sitting here rocking long mute. I'm going to throw one, maybe two things with Edge, and then he's going on chemist duty.
hey, you know. Now, it's always fun when you keep forgetting you have not done Dwarf Castle yet, so I keep trying to cast Cure 1 with my Rydia instead of casting Warp.
Right. You're still going to have to run that for your Sand Ruby.
Yep, that's my next.
Unless you'd rather run Luca.
Why would I run Luca?
Oh, do I have it backwards? Was the Sand Ruby the
Oh, I was thinking like I thought you thought Animate was down there. I was like, no.
No. For the Sand Ruby, I forgot. I thought it was the glitch item, but maybe I'm backwards. Maybe the power shirt was the glitch item.
I think the Sand Ruby is glitch item.
Anyway, to make sure.
Yeah, I run Dwarf Castle one way or another.
Right.
You are fine. And you put the ribbon on, just to give you a little bit of extra oomph. Goodbye, Moon. I'm never coming back to you again.
Good night, Moon. This last egg should get me my nuke.
Yeah, my order of operations is going to be Dwarf Castle into Barren Basement into Sand Ruby into Pass.
Yep. And there's a nuke.
And I don't think my Rydia is going to have nuke, but I honestly don't care.
Yeah, if I had better swords, I wouldn't care either. But I'm gonna need a little more help.
Yep. There's Kaipo guards. And guess what I have, Kaipo guards? I have coffins. I still have 8 of them, I think. Also, I gotta watch the times. I've got an hour until I gotta start setting up for Legacy.
Blarg is a bad idea against Zoromus.
Yes. Blarg is also a bad idea against Paladin.
Zoromus responds extremely rudely to summons. Hey, remember when I said my Rydia had a charm rod?
Yeah.
Joke's on me, it was a dancing dagger. Oops.
Rydia just sent the full force of Muhammad down on the last remaining soldier. Right side, my Rydia is now grown up.
And if Rosa at 2464 HP and 4 times 48% magic defense can't handle this Z fight for me, then I don't know what I'm doing with life. she could just about solo it. I don't recommend it. It'll take a very long time, but it's technically doable. Who is but? What is but? When is but? Where is but? Why is but? How is but? Wherefore art thou but?
Or Bahamut, he didn't even get to count to 5.
No, I bet he didn't.
It's call time when you're ready. I'll make sure I click on the right one.
I'm just now starting.
Okay.
So, couple minutes.
Let's see which one it was. It was the Warp Reward.
Okay.
Because it was the power shirt was the regular. That pesky power shirt.
Right? Power shirts.
Seriously, this is the Oops All Power shirt seed.
It really is.
Alright, goodbye Underground. I don't need to see you ever again.
This... I don't recognize this. It's cute. I'll give it that. I don't recognize it. Okay. Well, my chat's telling me. I'll let you see it when the time comes.
Okay. We'll see if I happen to recognize it or not. Alright, Elements. Do your worst. Get him, Yang. Now that I have a beefy Yang, my Yang's doing 4,000 a punch.
Right.
Ruby never got a chance to even cast Fire 2.
I never saw Ruby. I just bounced off of a wall.
I just straight up attack. I never saw Val. Turtle went down before Val came out.
I can believe it. Yeah, counter nuke that wall. Let's go.
Alright, there is Odin's spot done.
That's not a nerf. It's alright. Will save me a little time because the person with the wall on is surprisingly the one person that can't survive a nerf.
Yeah.
Or an unnerfed Big Bang.
Yep. I have my crystal. I end up with 9 key items at the end. I never even made it to 10.
Crystal was 12 for me. Got the nerf that time, and that's helpful. My back. No, black hole. It's going to slow me up a little bit.
Right. I did save, right? Let me double check. I am heading into the fight.
Okay, I'm still working on it.
And I get about 45 minutes an hour break before I have to be starting to work on restream. Like, what's up?
When we have to clean 2, we have to get my medicine.
Okay, well, you never told me you needed your medicine. We would have done that. Okay, let me finish this. Let me focus on this, and then I will deal with that. Okay? Love you. I know, I'm sorry. Alright. There's the shake.
I have rocks.
Okay. That's not who I meant to berserk. It's fine. You have time?
Yes.
Okay.
Time.
Gotcha. 2:33:36, more likely. Your
Okay,
Discord
we'll know
decided to
that.
cut out right as you. I've got 2:33:38, but Discord cut out as you said something. That's why I was asking.
If you've got 38, I'm willing to say let's.
I know the sprite. I just don't know the.
I'm willing to say 34. They can retime me if they want.
I know the sprite. I just don't know the game.
Frieza is from Dragon Ball Z.
That's what I thought.
Thank you for the GG, Arya. $33, $34. Ugh. There's a root seed.
Yes, it was. There's my nerf.
Root start.
Well, that's okay. Whew. Okay, cool. The counter nuke hit Rosa for 400 damage. That was it.
Yeah, I slipped the adamant onto my Rosa.
Yang still got my adamant.
Yeah. I let Rosa had it. I said, you know what? Let's make sure one person survives this seed. And just bouncing whites for over 9k. Alright.
There's the first big bang. It is nerfed.
33, 30.
First big bang did 300 damage to Rosa.
Thank you for the GG, Aaron Lord. Yeah, there's one team other than us that's barely over 5 hours.
Okay. I just got away from us early.
Mm-hmm.
Again, once we got to the moon, we were great.
Yep. There are 2 sub 4 hours. Or right, maybe 3. Yeah, Pepper's Puppets killing it because
That's
because that's PK and Antidel is what they do. At 321.50. Fans of the NL Least slipped in just under 4 hours.
I believe that's Possum and Dr. Cossack, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. Ralph Wiggum Meme, Moleboy, and Engadave?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just over 5 hours.
Okay.
And keeping it 1200, Zilch and Korgs coming in just under 344.
Wow.
Yeah.
They must have got some God tier routing there. I mean, we didn't check all that much too. That was just more.
Yeah.
Safety heal here. What?
Aaron Lore, at the end of week 1, Gambit and I were 16 out of 17 in Bucket Brigade. Week 2 is underway, but the way the scoring system works, like, we get our points for...
Done.
GG.
GG.
We get our points for our Bucket Brigade finish the moment we submit a time. And the points themselves, like, not only could people finish faster than us and reduce our points before the week's finalized, but also the number of points you get for a place depends on how many people join in. So week 2 is very much up in the air right now. But week 1, we're 16 out of 17. So, yeah. Gambit definitely found the Magma key to be hilariously rude.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
Magma key in the Baymarch Warriors chest. 5:11:22, our final time.
Yep.
Yeah.
5:11:22. Sheesh.
Almost an hour slower than Zilch and or Korgs.
They're both very good.
That they are. That they are.
Zilch was mentoring me for a little while when I first got started, either by showing up in my streams or by making comments in general chat whenever I was racing. And people were like, dude, he can't see this, right? And he's like, yeah, but he's gonna watch the VOD. He'll see it.
Well, that was actually good timing. I hear just pinged me that the Battle Hikers async was good to close from last week. He hadn't run it yet, so I was trying to give him time.
Right, cool.
I finished dead last in that one.
Mm.
Oh, a dead last streak right now. I'm loving it.
Yep.
Alright, let's see who all is doing some free enterprise. Looks like I'm probably going to go to Judge Joe. I think that's where I'm going to head out to.
I'll follow along then.
Okay. I'm going to check Twin Harp in a minute because I haven't. Ooh, 163 chests. I overlooted.
Oh, I can tell you which one ARP is, but yeah, go check. Right. I'm going to rate us over now. Thanks for being here, everyone. I am scheduled, I believe. Let me check my schedule. Yeah, I'm scheduled to do the After Years at 10 and Mystery Ladder at 2. That 10 o'clock's a little fuzzy. I'll make a note in the Discord. The fact that I'm wrapping up now at 6:45 and still have some things to take care of, I might be up late.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, that's fine, man. Don't
Hey,
worry
I'm
about it.
glad we had the time to do it. So
I am too. Got both of these out. That's a great day of 2v2 with my wonderful partner. Good times.
all right.
But there will
thank you.
definitely be some the after years before I do the mystery ladder race.
All right. Well, everybody, have a good night. Take care. Don't forget the legacy race for Free Enterprise is in about an hour and a half.
Yep.
So
lots of fun things to watch.
yeah, have a good night, everybody.